Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Esoterica and our When I Feel Like It series, Unsolved Mysteries, where I take a look at some of the mysteries in gaming that have perplexed me for the longest time. And today we're taking a look at Castlevania Rondo of Blood. It's one of the best Castlevania games ever made, and I definitely recommend you play it if you've never done it before, but this isn't so much a review as it is a mystery. Before I get too far involved, if you do me a huge favor, go down below, hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell definitely helps us out. And if you feel so inclined and want to support the channel, we got a Patreon link down there as well. But to kick this mystery off, and it's actually a two-parter, we need to go to stage 5. Now, you don't need to use Maria, but she does have a little bit of an extra mechanic in there. And while this isn't a review of the game, I will say that everything in Rondo of Blood is very intentional, outside of those two hits, which I did not intend on whatsoever. But what I mean is, the designers of this game, the artists, did an amazing job making it, and everything is very cohesive and makes perfect sense. So when I show you what I'm talking about as far as the mystery is concerned, you'll absolutely understand where I'm going with it. And I'm giving a little bit of a lead up to this, so if you want to see what I'm talking about, go to minute 3, but just follow along as there is some important information ahead of that. And this is a really fun level, and it also has a lot of, nautical and ship themes, and as we further travel into the ship, it seems like we're heading towards the front of the ship. Now, I have no idea what that's called. I think the bow, maybe it's the stern, you tell me in the comments, I'm pretty sure bow. But my point is that we're traveling towards where the steering wheel in the ship normally would be. And there is a puzzle right here with these girders. If you knock those two blocks out with either weapon and push those right, you're going to make a recess. Now, don't do what I did and forgot and push this girder back left, or else you're going to block off this path down here and not be able to get through. Because if you use your attack on the right-hand side, you can knock a few more blocks out. So there's already a puzzle that we need to deal with. You'll see here I made it impossible for myself. But through the magic of editing, I'm able to reset that entire configuration, and we're able to drop down to a lower part of the level. And that's where a lot of fun in Rondo of Blood comes, is the branching pathways. You can get to different hidden levels, or you can get to different hidden exits. A smaller secret that I don't feel like not many people ever talk about is the fact that you can destroy the ship's engine and get a 1-up. Although it's strange that there's an engine on this ship, because it definitely looks like something that would be a sail-based ship. But as we slide under here with Maria, you're going to see it's not the easiest move in the world to do. But as we get down underneath that little pathway, we're led into a secret room that has no enemies in it, just 4 hearts. But it has this glowing door. I do not know why it's here. I feel like it should go somewhere. I've never been able to figure anything out about it. I don't know why it's here. And in a game where everything is so well designed and so incredibly intentionally thought out, where did this door go? I feel like this is an area in which they had more level designed that they just didn't get a chance to finish. We just have this one chair here. Pushing up does nothing. You can't sit in it. It's not like Castlevania Symphony of the Night where you can sit in chairs. But what was going on here? This is what's always been a head scratcher to me. I remember when I first found this, God, probably 10, 15 years ago now, I just kept thinking there must be a way to get into the door. There must be something you can do to access it. I tried the Konami code. I tried different characters. I tried coming back when I 100% of the game, and nothing changed. And the reason I mentioned Maria earlier, her double jump, you can glitch yourself into this top area. I don't think it has anything to do with the door whatsoever, but I've always tried to get all the way over to the right, and I've never been able to do it. But it feels like this should have been, maybe the ship's captain's room. And like I said, we're getting closer to the front of the ship as far as when you're walking onto it. But as that sprite layer, the background layer moves past, the bubbles are actually going to the left, which would make this the rear of the ship where the engine is. So maybe I'm 100% wrong with my assumption that this is supposed to be near where the captain was. Maybe this is the ship's quarters. I think it could be a painting too. It really looks like a door to me, but it's a little bit narrow. Maybe there's supposed to be some artwork here. It's impossible to say. I've read online, a few people have mentioned this door, but there's never been any conclusive information. I even checked the cutting room floor where they show you sprites and other elements that are in the game data that don't appear in the game, and there was no mention of this door whatsoever. So really the question is, where does it go? And there's another instance in the game as well where there's another area that seems like it's highly intentional, yet it doesn't go anywhere, and it always drives me nuts because anytime I see a door in a game that I can't open, Banjo-Kazooie is a great example of a door that you're never able to get through, I always want to know what's to the other side. And of course, with 3D games, and glitches and clipping, it's usually easier to see, but in something like this, you can't just clip your way through something. And the fun thing with Maria is with that double jump, she is able to get on top of stuff that Richter normally wouldn't, and it gives us a little bit more of an ability to kind of look around and see what's going on. And as we make our way to the second mystery in this video, I will say that if you've somehow never played this game and you enjoy Castlevania, you owe it to yourself to check it out. It's available on basically every platform imaginable. You can download it and play it. However you play the game, if you haven't, you want to check it out. But again, right at the beginning of the first area in the game, it's teaching us that there's a ton of different branching paths and secrets. And in a lot of these secret areas, you're going to see enemies that you never see again for the rest of the game. And a lot of those enemy sprites end up getting reused for Symphony of the Night, because this is a direct prequel to that game. As you come down here and you break this wall out, you're going to see that we have an enemy, and after we defeat the enemy, we're just going to have a statue pointing right. We weren't supposed to go this direction, but my question is, was there supposed to be more level beyond this? And that's not really what always drives me nuts around this area. That just kind of feels like a little bit of a don't go this way. But as we break this wall out and walk through, we can jump into the ceiling, but yet we get stuck on different pillars. There is no pathway up. I've probably played this for like an hour just trying to find out, but what is this window in here? Why is that there? With all the other art in the game, everything is there for a reason. There's not random designs, there's not things that don't seem to fit. But yet again, just like in the ship with that door that goes nowhere, now we have a pathway or a window that doesn't seem to really connect to anything whatsoever. And we can jump above the ceiling here. When I first played this game, I thought that there must be some hidden path to be able to get to that window, but nothing I've ever done, I've never been able to get up there, and it just drives me nuts because I feel like there was supposed to be something there, maybe an enemy, maybe a power-up. And as we go directly to the right, there's no way to get back to that area from this way. If we go left here, there's no breakable walls, there's nothing in the game that kind of alludes to the fact that you would have been able to get up there or to go left. So is it just a weird design decision? Is it a piece of art that wasn't supposed to stay there? It's so obvious and so confusing as to why it's there. It's not like a designer or developer would have missed that when they made the game. So why did it get left in? Is there still some sort of secret in this game that no one's discovered after all these years? I really just don't know and couldn't tell you, but this door has driven me nuts for as long as I've played this game, because I feel like there was supposed to be something behind it. Without comment from Konami or one of the developers, we may never know, but leave me a comment down below. You tell me what you think this was supposed to be. Have you ever seen it before? Have you ever thought about it? I love chatting with you guys, and I want to really hear some opinions on what you think's going on. Short of that, we will be back with another episode of Unsolved Mysteries when I come up with another mystery that I can't solve, but we will be back with videos on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday as well. I seem to make a lot now, but thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and if you see any doors and they're glowing, try to go through them. I'd be curious if you make it through. Short of that, see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I hate this door. Where does it go?